This, we are looking at prisms, and we're going to do the surface area. So, we are going to start by identifying the triangles, right? This is a triangular prism. That means a triangle base, a triangle top and bottom. Both triangles are going to be the same. So to find the area of a triangle, we have to do 1/2 times base times height, correct? So what is the base and the height of that triangle? What? 4 and 4, right? 4 and 4. Those are where we get the perpendicular measurements. So what's 1/2 times 4 times 4? It is 8. So that means I'm going to write underneath each shape, I'm going to write the area. So then I can keep this all separate. So under the first triangle, I'm going to write 8. Under my second triangle, I'm going to write another 8 because they're both the same. Now, I've got 3 rectangles, don't I? What are the dimensions of my rectangles? What? We're not done with it yet. We're still. Hello. Yes, I can. Can you give me a few minutes? Okay, so let me finish this problem and I'll send them. All right, so we're still working on number 1. The dimensions are all something by 8, right? Because 8 goes up and down. We have these 2 front ones. Those are 4 by 8. And then I wrote in that back line is what? 5.6? Is that what I wrote? So 5.6 by 8 is the third one. You see how that works? Now you multiply. We multiply length times width on each of those. So 8 times 4 is 32. That's that one. Well, we know this one's going to be the same. And then the last one, 8 times 5.6 is? What is it? Okay, so now surface area, I got to put these all together. So I got to add all of those up, and that will be my final answer. That's all the work for question number 1. The next one, we have the rectangular prism. So we've got a front and a back. What are the first two, as it say on your paper? Front, back, right? He starts with the front and the back. What are the dimensions of the front and the back? Well, the front and the back would be 6 by 12, right? So I got 2 of those. The 6 by 8 would be the sides, right? Because if this is 6, these are all 6, and then 8. So 6 by 8 are the sides. And then we've got the top and the bottom. What are the dimensions of the top and the bottom? What? No, we already did 12 by 6. 12 by 8. 12 by 8 is the top and the bottom. So we got to find the area of each and then add them all together, right? So I'll give you a second to do that. So what do we get? What do we get? 4 what? 32? Point something or just even? And that would be square inches. Didn't think it was going to turn off there. Okay. Now, let's look at number 4. And number 6 is also the same. So that's why I put an X on 6, right? So number 4, we've got, just like we were doing on the other side, we got to take that pentagon and break it up into triangles. So what is the area of one triangle? That's going to be 1/2 times what? What'd you get, Bryce? Correct. 7.57 times 11. Because if this is 11, all of these around the outside are 11. 4 is the vertical one. It's going up and down, right? So what is 1/2 times 7.57 times 11? What is it? You say 41? Point what? 635. All right, so that's the area of one triangle, right? And we got to take that times 5 because it's a pentagon. What? 208. So we'll just round it to 208. So that's for one pentagon. Well, we've got another pentagon, right? So I'm going to write that number down twice, or if you've got the pictures, you can write it on both of them. Why are you not doing this, Jacob? Then we also have rectangles. What are the dimensions of the rectangles? What? 11 and 4. We're still on this image. Okay? The 7.57 doesn't have any impact on the rectangles. That's only on the pentagon. So 4 times 11 is 44. And how many of those rectangles are there? There's 5, right? 1 for each side of the pentagon. So 44 times 5 is 220. So now I put that with my two 208s and I add them all up. 220 plus 208 plus 208 gives me a grand total of 636 square yards. All righty. Okay. So down here, well, it looks like number 8. This missing measurement I wrote in, didn't I? What did I say it is? 2.8. So for the people at home, that's 2.8. And then on the other paper, what did I have to write in? I had to write in, number 7, didn't I? So for the people at home, number 7, I had to write this in, the height which is 9. All right, the remainder of the time is yours. Get to work. Raise your hand if you got questions.